So who this training is meant for? It's for Amazon sellers and starting Amazon sellers. Both parties can learn from this training. Okay, so the whole point here is that since we're on quarantine, I can teach you tricks and tips how to boost your business, increase your sales, and explain some core principles in Amazon business. Of course, we can speak about a lot of things, because you know that the devil is in the details, right? So always the success eventually comes from the detail. So, but I want to explain you the core principles, like the core things, like when you build a house, right? So obviously, the first thing, you need to find an architect who, draws you the house, right? And if you don't have a decent foundation for the house cannot be, built as well, right? So what are the core principles in the business model? And so basically, I want to help you guys to get unstuck and go into the right direction. And I'm going to speak about these core processes on all these weeks, right? And so what we do not discuss in this call is some issues. I'm just lay them out on the left side, right? I'm not going to read them. Everybody can read them. But anyway, the point of this call is to increase sales, to teach you the core principles of Amazon success. And so I don't want to waste time on these things. You can Google and find answer from the forums and other places, all right? Cool, thanks. And so this week, we're going to speak about how to do research and gain this competitive advantage. And believe me, guys, I've been thinking and working on this for years because I have these people working for me. And so I have to figure out how to give them tools and abilities to not make mistakes, right? So how to make these people work for me really well. And so that's why I built these tools and these things, what I'm going to showing you now, okay? So why our products are not selling? So why they're not selling? So not selling products. Usually your product is nothing new. It's the same old that everybody else is selling. Or your listing is dead boring. Believe me, guys, I mean, like so many guys coming to me like, okay, so can you check my listing? Like, I want to see like why it's not selling. And I'm looking at this listing and I was like, what is this? Your listing sucks. I'm sorry to say you guys, but the listing sucks. So anyway, so basically it means that it doesn't shine out, right? It has no competitive advantage. It doesn't even have reviews, right? Often you don't have reviews, right? And your offer is something everyone else has. You're selling the same stuff for the same price with even less reviews, and you don't have completely boring images, random texts, everything's done randomly. And now you think, why I'm not selling? So that's why, right? And usually these guys are also done the lousy competitive keyword on the listing. So, I mean, people don't realize Amazon is a search engine. Like every keyword that is important, So like elements, like I said, the devil is in the details, right? Okay, so what about selling like crazy listings? Let's speak about selling like crazy listings. So you have new improved version, right? What people want to buy usually? You always want to buy something new and improved, right? Listing shines out from competitors. If people type in the main keyword, then boom, like your listing is somehow in contrast. If everyone have white and blue pictures, then you have red one, right? So we kind of like shine out from the main page, right? And well-defined competitive advantage. I can go here forever on this one, but basically, if you look at your main image and headline, you immediately see that there's something more. I mean, and you have seen on Amazon like pictures that has all these little elements on it, like the product, and then it says like box, and then it's like stand, and maybe a little bag, and maybe the extra element. It's like a bunch of stuff on the main image where other people just showing just one product there, right? And so it feels immediately, okay, this guy has more things for the same price. And so it's also easy to understand competitive advantage. So basically you should be able to explain or show your customers that your product, it's better, it's new, it has more elements or something, right? And so you have a better offer, quality for the same price. And of course you have a great keywords that drive sales. And I'm not going to touch the keywords right now in this call because we're going to cover this on, I think in next call or next after that. But basically every keyword is a sales channel and you choose your channels. It's like every keyword is like a wire that comes into your listing, like a road, right? And you choose which road from where you want traffic, right? And if you don't choose them, then you hit the keywords which are so competitive and so full of traffic. Nobody comes to your listing because nobody gets there. There's so many people in front of you, right? So problem is, how do you come up with this great competitive product and attractive listing? Like, how do you do that, right? This is something I've been thinking about 6 years. I've been working on, and it's working right now. What I'm going to show you, it's working. It's amazing stuff. So anyway, I don't want to praise myself, but maybe there are some people who already done there, so they can also join and speak about that as well. Because I've been teaching to my students this before. So solution is that asking yourself the right questions before committing to your product idea. You know, they're saying that knowledge is having the right answer, but intelligence is asking the right questions. And ask the right questions. To ask the right questions is already half the solution to the problem. I realized this year that, you know, asking yourself right questions is actually so much powerful than looking for better life or improvements. Because if you ask yourself right questions, you start thinking differently. Instead of complaining or whining or being frustrated, by asking yourself right questions, you can get yourself on right track, on right direction, so much faster. So let me introduce you guys. This is the perfect product blueprint. This is an invention I made. It's a tool which helps you how to find out and create your unique selling point, so customers will instantly be drawn and click your product, not competitors. All right, super excited, pumped up. You know, they're saying that you can't change the way people think. All you can do is give them a tool they use, of which will change their thinking. And that's why I told, like, asking the right questions is actually one of the most important things we need to do before product development, so we will create better and better product. So let me quickly also cover where you can apply what I'm going to teach you today. Especially this goes to the product search and development. So when you do the product search, then this is where you can do this research, what I'm going to show you. And this is where you can find out what you should develop and prepare. If you do this, what I'm going to teach you today here in product search, you will save so much more money on these areas. And you will have so much more success in product development and by creating listing. And by the way, if you do this, what I want to show you today, you will feel also more power, you will feel more clarity, you will actually save money, you will save time. It's crazy what you know, and let me show you. You can also use it in optimization. If you already have a product which doesn't sell really well, then you can also do that. What I'm going to show you, you can also do that on this product and recreate the product. Re-optimize means that optimization means that you're going to recreate listing, images, bullets, you know, maybe change price, headline. And by doing this blueprint, you can also use it in optimization stage where you can recreate your listing and make it sell again, right? So the perfect product blueprint is basically, in what I call it, is a foundation of product success on Amazon. And I don't know anyone, I literally don't know anyone who teaches something like this or have taught something like this before. And I've been paying and buying training for a lot of places. It basically means that it's a research tool that creates your plan of action, how to create irresistibly attractive product on listing on Amazon. So two things, product and listing. If you already have product, then you can still use it on the listing. If you're thinking about the product, then this is the perfect tool you should use immediately before you pay any money to suppliers. Make sure you do that, what I'm going to show you. You don't pay any cents to suppliers before you do that. Okay? If you already done that, it's no worries. You can still do it and still make a great listing on Amazon, right? Cool. Are you ready? Let's start. Let me share my other screen. Okay. Can you see the other screen now? It says perfect product blueprint. So anyway, this is a tool I literally demand from my employees to do for every single product. If they come with me to speak about some product ideas, I will say, like, go back home, like, do this. If you don't have that, don't come to me and tell anything to me. So it's like I said, it's the foundation for your product success on Amazon. So like, this is like the core of the core, right? Okay, so basically we have to answer some questions, and I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, and you can make screenshots and stuff like that, and you can deploy this to your own products. So the first question is, like, what are you selling? And add link to your main keyword on Amazon. Like this is pretty simple, just one link here, right? The second thing, what are the must-have attributes and features or on the product, standards on the market? And so what I mean by that is like, if you look here, so the question here is that what are the must-have attributes and features to the product? And you know what? You need to look at these headlines here and think about like what are the things that are important. Like what are the things that we are speaking about on the headlines? Like for instance, portable, waterproof, right? Wireless, right? What else? You know, mini, right? Travel, right? Dust proof, right? So what are the standards? Like standards of this particular product? Like we know, like wireless, waterproof, dust, like what it was, like 24-hour playtime, portable, like rich bass, waterproof, like powerful sound. Like what are these? What is the standard? Like what's the standard on the market for this product right now? And this is really simple. So that's how you do it. You just write down stuff like that from the headlines, right? Because these are the elements that if someone comes here and types in this keyword, then they will start looking at these elements. This is how people compare the products with each other, right? Okay, I don't know. Let me know if you don't understand that so I can explain it again. So second, and this is really simple, like waterproof, Bluetooth, you know, whatever, you know. So whatever is must-have attributes. What are these must-have things that are really, you know, if you do the Bluetooth speaker and it doesn't have the wireless capability, then you know it's not a good Bluetooth. You don't want to do Bluetooth speaker like that, right? Question number 3, what are the biggest complaints, fears, and feedbacks about these products? So you have to read close competitors, start from bad reviews, 1, 2, 3, and 4-star reviews, and questions and answers, and copy paste 30 to 50 informative sentences here. You just copy them here, right? And so what it means is that you will read and look for issues and improvement ideas. You will literally go to these reviews here, and here you will go to 1 star, and you start reading reviews, and you are looking for issues and improvement ideas. Why? Because these are your golden nuggets. These are the things. If you improve them, what happens? You have superior product, right? So list all this stuff here, and basically you just go copy pasting it, right? So like device has no USB, you know, charger, right? Obviously, if people want USB charger, you want to have it, right? So you need to know that stuff, right? Next, you're going to categorize these issues. Like you listed all these like 30 to 50 issues here, right? And now you're going to categorize these issues. And the reason we're going to categorize these issues, I'm going to explain you later, but basically you have quality issues. What kind of quality issues a product can have? What kind of usability issues can have? What kind of instructional issues you have? And what other issues? Material safety, certification, blah, blah, right? So it's up to you now to categorize these issues here into 4 categories. And now you ask yourself, what additional products, elements, features can we do to make this product superior than others? Now, you categorized all the issues, and now you ask yourself, right? And you can speak to supplier, right? You speak to supplier and ask your supplier, hey, we have this quality issue, can we eliminate it? Hey, we have this usability issue, can we eliminate this? Hey, we have this instructional issue, can you make better instructions? You know, or hey, we have this other issue, I don't know, whatever issue you read from these reviews, and boom. And now you ask yourself, can I do a new, better version of this product? Like, can you imagine how powerful this is? Isn't that like cool? Like basically, you just read bad reviews, you read it, take 30 minutes, copy paste stuff people complain about, and now you have all this information which gives you ability to create superior product on the market. I'm not saying that you are able to eliminate all the issues, but if you do, then you can immediately advertise your product as this issue-free. And you know what people do before they buy? They read bad reviews. So anyway, list here all ideas people suggest to add to the product to take this product to the next level, right? So ask yourself, now you listed all these issues, right? Now you ask yourself, Can I make the new better version, right? And when you do that, when you try to fix this stuff here, right, what happens is that you need to speak with supplier and recalculate your investment and profitability, because you can fix a lot of stuff, but it will cost you. It will cost you, right? And so you don't want to spend too much money. So you need to make another decision. Do we continue this item or not? Because you know what? Market defines the price. So it's not you who will define the price. If everybody is selling Bluetooth speaker with some kind of range, like if you look at these numbers here, well, these are really going up and down, because Bluetooth speaker is like men's shoes. It's too broad. If you put like waterproof portable speaker, you probably get more accurate prices, right? Like so basically you want to know now, if I'm gonna do these changes in the product, right, can I still have competitive price on the market, right? And you need to think about like what are the prices that people want to buy, and you can look from the BSR rating, and you can check like what type of Bluetooth speaker you have and compare your price then to that. This is actually a bad example because there's so many different versions of it, right? So anyway, you need to do another decision and make sure that, can you continue with this or not? And basically, you need to ask yourself now questions like, can you eliminate the quality issues? Because, the number one factor in Amazon is that the quality, product quality, always, remember this one rule, by the way. You never compromise quality, ever, ever. Don't produce shit, sorry to say. Don't sell crap. Don't say that these Chinese want to sell. You always have to sell good quality product. If you cannot provide good quality, don't sell it, okay? But of course, don't go too crazy with this as well. What I'm asking from my employees also, does this item cost less than $3,000, right? If it's less, then I may consider investing in it, because I don't want to invest more than $3,000 for first initial product. If you have a lot of money, you can of course invest more, but I personally don't want to invest more than $3,000. $3,000 is what I'm going to play around with. If you start with Amazon, then of course it might be 500, right? Instructions. Is this product easy to explain? If you're starting to sell like 3D printers, you need to, you have to make sure that you can provide customer support, right? If you cannot provide customer support, you may not want to sell that product. Ask yourself this. That's why, instructions can also be a really bad way how to get bad reviews. If your instructions suck, then getting bad reviews is stupid, and sometimes for some products, it's really difficult to explain. And of course, safety, is it dangerous or not? Like we were thinking about selling some water stuff for the toddlers or babies, some swim rings or stuff. And then we think like, no, listen, we're not going to sell any swim rings to the small kids because we don't want anyone to die, right? Think about this. Is this saying dangerous that somebody can die? If yes, then consider not selling this product. All right, I'm not going to calculate here, but basically, I don't want to stay here for long on this area. But basically, you need to recalculate your profitability. And what it means is that it's really simple, right? So you ask supplier, hey, I want to check this quality issue. I want to change this usability issue. So how much does it cost? And so you need to ask yourself, okay, what's the average selling price on Amazon for your product, your close competitors, right? Because you need to hit the same price. You cannot really go really higher. Just get a little bit higher. Amazon pays them how much? You can get this with FBA calculator. Like how much Amazon pays it? Like AMZScout shows that. X-ray and Helium shows that. Like FBA calculator shows that. How much Amazon pays them, right? Then you get your gross profit, right? So how much is your product cost? What's your selling price? How much you will earn when Amazon pays you money? What's your net profit, right? And so if you know your net profit, and if it's below $5, if your net profit falls below $5, take this as a major red flag, guys. Remember this rule. I lost so much money because of this stupid thing. And so think about, try to hit at least minimum, like actually $10, $7 to $10 profit per unit, at least minimum. So that's why probably your product selling price should start from $25 to $30, which also increases your investment cost. So, and what's minimum order quantity? Like if this is 1,000 units and your supplier wants minimum order quantity 1,000 units, and one unit cost is $8, then it's already $8,000, right? Plus shipping cost, right? So you need to ask those questions before you start even speaking to supplier, right? You know, so you ask suppliers. I mean, you ask, like in Alibaba, you can ask suppliers. You can also check Alibaba, these different listings, you know. Sometimes they ask you like 5,000 or something. You can also reach out in Alibaba chat, you know, like super simple. Just reach out and say, hey, what's the minimum order quantity for this product, right? And then they will tell you immediately. And so no need to spend a lot of time here. But basically, if you reach out to 5 to 10 suppliers like this on Alibaba, you already see, you know, what it is. And maybe usually what we do is, I mean, this is not a topic here, but what you could also do is that you can introduce yourself and speak about 10,000 units if you find really good supplier, and then ask all the questions, try to improve all the quality issues, right? And then at the end, you ask them, hey, can I do 500 unit test order? And we have done this way also, but you know, this is another topic. This is actually like big topic, how to approach suppliers and how to speak with them and how to send them emails and how to introduce yourself. I can cover this in some other call, but you know, if you, let me give you an example, if October, November, December, if you approach suppliers, probably nobody will reply you because they're so busy, right? But anyway, this is just something I want to know, right? I mean, yeah. So next info here is used to create Amazon listing. And this information is really cool if you already have a product, you know, you already paid, it's on the market, it doesn't sell really well, and now you want to kind of like revamp the whole listing, right? And now you use these questions to yourself. So you need to ask yourself who, for who, where, when, what, and why. And you open and read your competitors' 4- and 5-star reviews, at least 40 and 50. I actually recommend to read like maybe 200 of them, and maybe even start copying them here, like copy them here one by one. And you have to look for who, why, where, when info to answer these questions. Who is buying? Who is buying the product? Is it grandpa, grandma, like 20-year-old, 30-year-old girl, woman, like spouse, like married man, sports, running guy, right? Who is this guy, right? Maybe for who they buy, like children are buying toys, like parents are buying toys, right? So maybe they're buying something for some other, right? So write them here, right? These are the people you need to put on the images, right? Why they are buying, like what are the imaginary reasons, stories, problems they in their head that make them want this product? And you know, again, you open and read your competitors' 4- to 5-star reviews. You don't get that information. You don't imagine this information. That's what people do, you know. Oh, I'm going to think, okay, maybe this kind of guy, like, that's why they buy, right? So no, you need to get it from reviews. This is the language. You need to get also to understand the language people speak, right? Where they use it, right? Describe the occasions, events, situations where they are using the product. You know, you need to kind of describe it, you know, just right here, whatever. And what they like about it, great sentences from the reviews where customers describe why they like the product. It's a customer language. Again, you can use it on listing, write them here, copy paste them here. You really need to take a little time for this because you will save so much money and you actually will make so much more money by doing that. And then ask yourself, info infusion, ask this, like, is there some sort of useful information you can gather, print out, and add to the product that makes it really cool, desirable for buyers? Or maybe even create like PDF instructions somehow, you know? Is it something that you can gather from the internet? Like maybe there's some additional like things you can do with the product, right? Maybe you're selling like, I don't know, like a cabinets and cabinets that you need to assemble, and maybe you can gather information who can assemble those things for you, right? Or maybe who can install these things to you, right? Maybe who can help you with this product, or maybe somebody can sell services, right? So there's so much information you can actually think about. What is that? How can I help this customer more? What kind of information I can actually gather more around my product and make this as my competitive advantage on the market, right? Cool, right? See, it's easy. Again, and now you can use this information when creating listing. People want to feel related and all this information is pure gold to create high converting listings. So you gather this information here, the more the better, right? And this is like a brainstorming. There's no wrong answers here, but try to get it from reviews, right?